Alrighty, gang, it is time for another Australia and India battle. This time, we are beginning our tour in India. Yashasvi Jaiswal is the captain for the Indian side. We've got plenty of players also in the Australian team who are sort of the next generation. Jake Fraser McGurk's a guy who's been called up as well. He's batting at number 4. I bat at 5, of course, as the captain. We've got Cameron Green up the order as well. There's plenty of quality players here. India have won the toss. They're going to bat first here at Eden Gardens to kick off what I'm sure is going to be an absolutely quality series. It's a 5-test series here between Australia and India, and I think our bowling lineup is a little bit lacking. So that's going to be our biggest challenge. We need to see how many wickets we get out of, I guess, Murphy and myself is the other spinner really for us. 63 test wickets at an average of 11.9. Some pretty nutty numbers there when you think about it. We've got India 2 for 93. That was in the air for a moment. There's a man in the deep for protection. Probably should have him in a bit closer to not give them that easy single. That's okay. Just the one. Of course, we do have all these like proper stadiums in India now, which is great because of the IPL teams that come with their own stadiums attached to them. So this is obviously the Kolkata Knight Riders have this stadium here at Eden Gardens. We've got plenty more as well, including the big Narendra Modi Stadium, which we could probably play a test match in later in the series. Nope, that's not a great delivery, but we'll see. Ooh, a little bit of lack of turn there. So I get a bit of variation, natural variation. Yeah, maybe one that'll turn back in now. It does. That's going to be a dot between the over. So 2 from it, 2 for 96. This, of course, is arguably the biggest series we've had so far. We've played India and Australia, beat them 4-0 or 5-0 in that series, but this is arguably much, much harder. You're playing India in India, a place they don't really lose many series, and it is a 5-test saga this time, which, again, we obviously did just play a 5-test series against them, but this is, it's in India. It's the big challenge. It's the turning wickets. It's the real road pitches at times that turn into dust bowls later in the piece. So the pitch degradation here, especially that we're batting last, is going to be key. And it would hopefully be a really exciting series. Even the last one, I guess, was a bit of a blowout. Single to end the over, 2 for 102. I guess one of the major things going in our favour here is that this is a rebuilding India side. There's not too many established stars apart from Jaiswal at the top, who is the captain, of course. But Australia are also in a similar position. They don't have the strongest bowling attack that they've ever put together. Sort of a makeshift lineup while they wait for someone to really emerge as a superstar. That's why I guess me bowling my spin is just as important to give our quicks as much rest time as they can. I would have loved to have a series, I guess, in the career against, Ashwin, Jadeja, Kohli, these types of players, but it is a shame that that sort of era of Indian cricket has passed. At least it's passed in our career mode. 3 for 107. I don't go for many runs, do I? 4 overs, none for 4. Bowled 2 maidens in a row, and obviously now that I've said I don't go for many runs, I've conceded a boundary. Wickets have tumbled, and we've got them 6 down for 178. That's a great result. Putting them really under the pump here to, you want to bat big first. This pitch isn't going to get any easier. We just need to make it as tricky as we can for them. Edged. I don't know if this is out. It must have been a bump ball. It wasn't really much. It was, a full toss. That's why just missed out there, I guess. 7 overs, none for 13. No reward specifically for me, but I feel like, bowling economically well like that, he helps build pressure, build pressure so that other people can get the wickets. And that run rate of India is just a 3.1. So our, 2 or whatever it is that we're going at is still less than the whatever else it's happening. There's obviously another number 29 there who just fielded the ball. I am, what's the key? 29. Thank you. Another wicket for the Aussie Quicks. Lance Morris helps us get India 8 down. And they've only got just under 200 on the board, so we're doing a great job. Oh, that is a huge swing and a miss from McDowell. It's 8 for 200. Renshaw. Can't believe it. Oh, gee, that's a big partnership for that 9th wicket. Worth over 60 runs. 270 now. Gulati having a great knock with the bat. Catch it! Oh, what a catch! That is a great wicket. India all out for 276. We do finally get reward. That's a big sweep shot and a great catch there by Todd Murphy. Goggles himself takes the catch. India all out for 276. That was a big moment. We did put a big bowling spell in there, despite obviously not doing, getting too much reward. But that is a big wicket of Sudhir Gulati out for 46, who was the top scorer of that Indian innings. You could see 12 overs, 1 for 19, economy of 1.56. I was very, very tidy. Todd Murphy, 3 wickets, Hardy and Morris 2 apiece. So now a chance with the bat, and already we're going to be 3 for 29, and I'll be batting with Jake Fraser McGurk. 3 for 30. Pressure on Australia. A run. All right, this is really where we got to knuckle down and bat well. Oi, oi, oi. Yes. 3 runs. In fact, I think it's 4. Short ground, this. And we've just had a great IPL here where we finished off strong. So there's a big opportunity for us to continue that form into this test series. Yeah, another wicket down, 4 for 39. Pressure still on Australia. Oh, that's a tight leave. Good eye can judge the movement. Gap again. That'll be a second boundary to the cover gap. Ends the over. Nice. The 1. Tucked away, leg-sided. We're going to need to build a partnership here with Mackenzie Harvey. If he can stick with me, that'd be great. If he falls off and we lose another wicket, then as captain, we're going to have to put together a big knock. It is going to be something where it's settle, play the ball on its merits, and go from there. And again, it's the same shot, same result, 4 more runs. Oh my God, did you see the turn on that ball? Wow, that's created a lot of doubt. That was extraordinary. Now the other way, okay. Now we get the challenge of batting in India. Bishnoi, he's making us work for it. A run. End of the over. Oh, I didn't pick it. I did not pick the wrong one. It came back, hit my off stump, and I'm out. For 13, it's 5 for 64. Australia in a world of trouble. They're going to be rolled for less than 200. India well and truly in the box seat here for this first test. That lead of India's 182. And we come back in with the ball. 3 for 70. We're going to need to turn this around. And this is going to be a tricky last innings as well. This pitch is starting to get trickier and trickier to bat on. And see some footmarks appearing as the pitch is sort of degrading. Oh, that's in the air and it's going over the top for a boundary. Geez, Kumar Reddy, I thought he's just gifted me a wicket here. But no, he hasn't. At the end of the day, just sort of off the toe of the bat and it goes over the top. 3 for 95. I've actually gone for it about 5 and over in this second innings as India push that lead over 200. It's going to be a really hard chase now. Oh, that is unbelievably good. Bowled him. Vasa out. He's gone for a big swing through the offside and we've turned it back in. Sort of in between the gates. That is perfect. See you later. It's 4 for 98. God, I bowled an absolute pie of a ball here. Edged out. That's 2 in 3 balls. If you forget the pie in the middle. Bang, bang. In the over. Thick edge. Good catch. Fraser McGurk doing nicely in the slips. Gulati, the next man in. Technically, we're on a hat trick. Oh! did he hit it? I think he did. Oh, it was out otherwise. I mean, that genuinely would have been a hat trick. Because it would have been, 3 on the 3 legal balls that were bowled. It wouldn't have been a hat trick, actually. But, it would have felt like one. Gee, it was close. Could have had 3 in the over. Jesus, that the moment that's just spun the game around. It's 5 for 99. Green, Bartlett, wickets. And the chase begins. India go bang, bang. We come in under the pump. Pressure is on here. 3 for 111. I don't know what the chase is needed to be, but Cameron Green has put in a really big stint. 259 the chase. It's an awkward sort of a target, needing another 140. So that was actually a hat-trick ball. I didn't realise. Going over. It's 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 not going over. I have to. Surely it was going over. Oh, this is awful. How much bounce is there? Yeah, I don't think it's going over looking at that. Oh. Oh, you can't really give that as hitting. It is hitting the top of the stumps by this much. 1%. Oh, I don't know why that was hitting and not umpire's call, but it's 4 for 111. That is an awful start. What do we need? 270 odd. Oh, we've lost at the last minute. Cameron Green's knock wasn't enough. India start the series 1-0, and they win it by just 4 runs in the end. In a tricky game. Australia 254 in that last innings. Cameron Green 111. Probably should have been player of the game because it was the best performing player. McDowell gets it for his 6 wickets across the match. India, it's going to be a big challenge. 4-run loss in the first test. So that was a test that genuinely sucked. Why have we got 2 games here at Great Barrier Reef Arena scheduled? That's a bit bizarre. I don't think we should be playing there. But India, obviously winning that game to start off this 5-test series. I want to just have a look here quickly at the test rankings. India jump up the rankings after that win, and it puts them, 5th in the world in the... I don't know if this is the World Test Championship or if this is just the test rankings around the world, but obviously we are number 1. India are number 5. England near the bottom of the table, as it probably is in reality, with Bazball this year has sort of had them in that position. Our selection status still doesn't really show too much, but I think it does show that the Ashes is the next big series that is coming up, or at least that's what we hope is the next big series. We do also hope that there's a World Championship around the corner, a One-Day World Championship, or a T20 World Championship. There's a few potential big things on the horizon, but given this is a series that is going to be really tricky, with short turnarounds between every test, just 2-day breaks in between it, we are going to need to be at our very best. There's no chance for a rest here at the moment, but we're going to need to get into test match number 2, which we'll start off in the next video. I don't know what sort of changes need to be made to the side, and this is what I was telling you about our bowling lineup, is they're all sort of in the 70s. There's no one really good enough to be in the 80s as a bowler, or at least as a pace bowler. They're all sort of lacking there. Will Sutherland potentially is someone actually we could bring into the side, because like Jai Richardson, you can see they're 70. So maybe Will Sutherland is the one that comes in for Wildermuth, who came in that first match, and he could bring us that extra pace option that we need, because we've still got the part-timers of myself, and Cameron Green could be that extra pace option. Renshaw's like, I guess we got Hardy as well. There's plenty of options there for Australia. But this is going to need to be a really, really big second test match here against India. It's going to take place in the next video, so you don't want to miss that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Test number 2 coming up against this Indian side.